Good morning, my dear children. In this video session, we'll discuss about the revenue receipts earned by the government. And we have already discussed about the capital receipts of the government. Revenue receipts means any receipts which do not either create a liability or lead to reduction in assets is called revenue receipts. Two sources of revenue receipts are non-tax revenue as well as tax revenues. Tax revenues means which two types of taxes comes under this: direct tax as well as the indirect taxes. And under non-tax revenues comes interest, profit and dividends, fees and fines, gifts and grants. So children, which are the tax revenues? Direct tax as well as the indirect taxes, right? So you would have studied in your earlier classes about which are the direct taxes and which are the indirect taxes. So all such taxes comes under this tax revenue. And which are the non-tax revenues means the interest earned from the money borrowed by the government for some other purposes to others. Next, the profit and the dividends they would have earned from the assets possessed by them. The next one is the fees and the fines they have collected from the government institutions. And the last one is the gifts and the grants provided for the people of our country. So this is actually what is a revenue receipts. Next we will discuss about the expenditures of the government. What are the various expenditures of the government? So children, think what are all the expenditure or the money expended by the government for various purposes. So actually it refers to the estimated expenditure of the government during a given fiscal year. So all these are calculated for a fiscal year. And the budget expenditure also divided into two: the revenue expenditure and the capital expenditure. The revenue expenditure means an expenditure which do not creates assets or reduces liability is called a revenue expenditure. So that is what all the expenditure made for the revenue expenditures. It does not create assets or reduces the liability is called the revenue expenditure. And it is recurring in nature. That means it repeats. It doesn't stop at one point. So its need arises continuously. It is incurred on normal functioning of the government and the provisions for various services. The examples are salaries of the government employees, interest payment on loan taken by the government, pension, subsidies, grants, etc. So children, this is actually the revenue expenditure. So we have to give salaries for the government employees. And we have to pay the interest on the loans taken by the government, as well as we have to provide pensions for the retired government employees, and subsidies as well as the grants for the needy ones. So these are actually the revenue expenditure. And what is the thing? It does not create assets or it does not reduces its liabilities also. And it is recurring in nature. And what about the revenue expenditure? An expenditure is a revenue expenditure if it satisfies the following two essential conditions. The expenditure must not create an asset of the government. The expenditure must not cause decrease in any liability. So the revenue expenditure, it neither creates an asset nor reduces any liability. That is regarding the revenue expenditure. It refers to the expenditure which leads to creation of assets and reduction in liabilities. What may be that? It is capital expenditure. So the revenue expenditure we have studied, it does not create any assets or liabilities. Whereas capital expenditure, it refers to the expenditure which leads to the creation of assets and reduction in the liabilities. It is non-recurring in nature. It does not repeat, or it is non-recurring in nature. And it adds to the capital stock of the economy and increases its productivity through expenditure in long period development programs like metro or flyover. Expenditure incurred on construction of buildings, roads, bridges, etc. So actually the capital expenditure means it adds to the capital stock of the economy. That is to create the capital stock of our economy, and it increases its productivity also through expenditure in long period development programs. And we know that the best example is the construction of the metro or the flyovers. It takes the long, its gestation period is also very long. It takes the long period to what? For its construction purposes also. So the expenditure incurred on the construction of the buildings, roads, bridges, etc. So that is regarding the capital expenditure. So capital expenditure is if it satisfies any one of the following two conditions. What are they? It either creates an asset or reduces a liability. What are they? It either creates an asset or reduces a liability. The expenditure must create an asset for the government. Yes, it's the best example I told you, the metro. It is an asset for our country, because we can use such constructions for our future also. The expenditure must cause a decrease in the liabilities. That is a repayment of the borrowings. So what all we have borrowed for the construction purposes, we should be able to repay such loans. So these are the two conditions that the capital expenditure should satisfy. Then only it will be more profitable, as well as it increases the productivity of our country. So my dear children, I hope the divisions about the expenditure, what all we have expended for our country, and what all the revenue expenditure, and what all the capital expenditure, so far what I have explained is clear for. So children, here also how to classify expenditure as revenue of capital expenditure. This is also the same as we have explained till now. So my dear children, I hope this session is clear for you. Thank you children for watching this video.